Good morning, Wildcats. Today is Wednesday, September 29th, National Coffee Day. I'm Adrian Delia, and welcome to WCTZ News. In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, here's a fact brought to you by the AP Spanish class.
Louise Vaughan is a Guatemalan entrepreneur and an associate professor in the computer science department. He was the founder of reCAPTCHA, which was initially sold to Google in 2009. His research includes CAPTCHAs and human computation, which has earned him international recognition.
The National Honor Society will be collecting non-perishable food for Second Harvest Food Bank. Students can bring items to their science classes and deposit them in boxes in those rooms. If you do not have a science class, you may drop items off with Ms. Mataska in room 16106. Now to Alex Spack with a story on the controversial ending of Powder Puff.
After the final score for the Powder Puff game was called, many were confused because of several scoring errors during the game.
The juniors, right, they scored a touchdown on the last play of the half. They only put 1 point up at the time. At halftime, I had to go over and correct the score. The exact same thing happened with about 3 minutes to go. The juniors scored a touchdown. Mr. Murphy and Miss Orton, who were doing the scorekeeping for us, they couldn't see because the cheerleaders were in front of them. So they just put 1 point up there. By the time I got over there, the seniors scored a touchdown.
Because of how close the game was, seniors were disappointed with the outcome.
But even if they did make a mistake with the scoreboard, it's unfair. They should have gone into overtime because it would have determined whether we went for 2 points at the end of the game or for 1 point. And if we went for 2 points, we would have thrown it and we could have won.
This happens in sports all the time. That's the proper thing to do. You correct the error because it wasn't on anybody on the field that made the error. It was the scorekeeper didn't know what.
Even juniors are dissatisfied with the way the scoring was handled.
Yes, I do think it's fair because we did earn the point. It was just a mess up in the scoreboard scoring system. So I think we deserved it, but I think they definitely should have added more time on the clock and maybe let the seniors redo what they were going to do for their extra point.
Because of senior disappointment with the results and losing Powder Puff last year due to COVID, the senior class sponsor has come up with a solution.
I'm the first person who wants to get as much as I possibly can for the seniors in a reasonable, responsible manner. Obviously, you want to win. And if the victory had been clean, I would have told people to put their big girl pants on. As far as a football game is concerned, to the best of my knowledge, admin has already said, forget it, move along. As far as maybe a junior versus senior volleyball match, that has much more possibility than a redo on the Powder Puff game.
While this proposed game has no set date, it will most likely coincide with the proposed winter format. For WCTZ News, I'm Alex Beck reporting.
Thank you, Alex. Interested in playing basketball? The boys basketball team is conditioning these dates and times. Contact Mr. Thompson if you have any questions. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of WCTZ News. This has been Adrian Delia. Have a fantastic day, Wildcats.